Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Bennett, and I'm from the United States. Today, I am going to share with you the theory that most impacted me this semester and how I teach now. The learning theory that most intrigued me and influenced me is social constructivism, particularly the work of Lev Vygotsky. This theory emphasizes that learning happens through relationships, dialogue rather than shared experiences. It confirmed my belief that guided support and scaffolding mattered, especially for students who struggle with confidence and trust. Social constructivism also highlights that context shapes how learning happens, which is critical to the students whom I serve. Students whose life experiences differ significantly from the traditional classroom and expectations really are successful with this model. The students that I serve are primarily high risk students. They are adolescents who have often been involved in child welfare, the juvenile justice system, and are receiving mental health services. Many of these students experience instability, included disrupted schooling, housing insecurity, many are homeless, and inconsistent adult support. They just don't have that person to call on. Because of their environment, they often enter learning spaces very, very guarded, overwhelmed, they're disengaged due to past experiences with systems that they just did not feel supported. Many of these students just have other priorities rather than learning at this time. Understanding who they are is essential to understanding how they learn. When we're looking at barriers to the students that I serve, we really focus on trauma and dysregulation. One of the most significant barriers to learning for my students is trauma and emotional dysregulation. Trauma can impact attention, memory, and executive functioning, making it very difficult for students to focus, regulate emotions, or remain engaged. Many of my students also struggle with mistrust of authority and systems, which affect their willingness to participate in learning environments. These challenges are not a lack of ability, they are responses to the lives they have lived. My personal learning theory I would like to describe as relational and trauma informed. I believe that students learn best when they feel safe, respected, and supported. With authentic relationships, students will begin to learn. They'll learn life skills and they'll learn the academics that they need to survive in this world. Learning should be reflective and student centered, allowing students to make meaning from their own experiences rather than passively receiving information and rotely memorizing facts. Influenced both by Vygotsky and Ferry, I see learning as collaborative. It's a collaborative process that builds not just academic skills. What does this mean in practice for me? In conclusion, learning is relational and deeply contextual. For high-risk students, growth and resilience must be prioritized over performance alone. I like to say growth over grades. Trauma-informed and relationship-based practices are essential for creating an equitable access to learning and for long-term success. By grounding my approach in social constructivism, I aim to create a learning environment where students feel empowered, supported, and capable of growth. Thank you. Hi. I don't want to forget to mention my references here, what I pulled from the coursework in order to adjust my learning theory. I utilized support from Vygotsky, Fury, and Hammond, and each of these are cited on my reference page. Thank you. I hope you all have a absolutely wonderful next semester. Bye-bye.